Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of the High School Sports Insider. I'm Dave Bacon at the Ohio High School Athletic Association's offices, where we are pleased to be joined for a half-hour conversation with the commissioner of the OHSAA, DrDan Ross. Dr. Ross, we appreciate the time very much, and there are really a number of things that are at the forefront for the OHSAA these days. Over the next half hour, we'll be discussing competitive balance, the 7th football division that has been added for the 2013 season, and also athlete safety. That's something that's come in the forefront with the NFL and college football and college athletics, and it really filters down and is something that the OHSAA is always concerned about. So we appreciate the time. Thanks very much, as always.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to have this conversation, and thank you for coming down to do this.
Now, let's start with competitive balance. That's something that was in the forefront, and just a quick thumbnail of competitive balance. Traditionally, schools are placed in their athletic divisions based on the number of students they have enrollment. Some folks may not realize that to begin with, but the OHSAA was looking at making a competitive balance where there are other factors that would go into determining an athletic division for each school. Can you talk about the factors that were going into that?
Well, when you mentioned that the OHSAA was going to do that, honestly, that came from our schools. We had a number of schools that were really concerned about the competitive balance, the level playing field, that just using the number of kids that walked through the front door wasn't speaking to how kids were getting from one high school to another these days. The factors that the committee was proposing to be included in and above the enrollment numbers were boundary, whether a school district has open enrollment or you can draw from the confines of your school district, or do you have a broad scope of where those students can come from? Socioeconomics, affluence certainly has a part to play in the opportunities that are going to be available for youngsters once they're in those schools.